Ladies and gentlemen, it is Wednesday the 7th of October, and today Mojang released a new snapshot for the combat update Minecraft 1.9 called 15w41a, and then a record-breaking 12 minutes later released a snapshot 15w41b to fix some crashes. Now, to me, this update still looks a bit unstable, but it does contain some very exciting new features, as well as some bug fixes, of course. My name is slicedlime, let me guide you through these new features in 15w41a and b. First of all, wings have been added to the game. This item is called Elytra, which is a word referring to one of the types of wings that some insects have. They fly pretty much like a hang glider if you've ever played modded Minecraft, and they can't be crafted, they can only be found. As a reward for completing an end city and making your way to the flying ship there. The wings are supposed to have the texture of your cape if you have one, but currently that's bugged and they all show up as grey. The wings are equipped in your chest armor slot, and flying is done by simply pointing up or down. The wings deploy automatically when you jump off a more than 3 high cliff. When you fly around in survival mode, the wings take durability damage, which can be helped by an unbreaking enchant. You can't enchant the wings in a normal enchanting table, but you can apply an unbreaking enchant in an anvil. They will still break, and once they do, you can actually repair them. 4 leather pieces and 4 enchanting levels will take them back up from almost broken to full. Don't let the wings break in mid-air, because you will crash currently. The wings do not prevent fall damage, they simply control your speed, so if you crash straight down head first, you will still die. Holding the sprint button and pressing forward while flying does appear to change your field of view, but not your actual speed. Your flight is controlled entirely by your mouse, so the only thing that affects your flight path is the way you look. While flying, your hitbox does not in fact change, so it is impossible to fly through a 1 high gap, even though it looks like you should be able to do so. The other big new item is a complete revamp of boats. The boat recipe now has a wooden shovel in the center, and you are supposedly able to make boats using any of the wood varieties. However, that does not appear to currently work. If you switch into creative mode, however, you can find all the types of boats under the transportation menu. Boats now act as proper vehicles, which means that animals get into them just like they would into minecarts, so that will be interesting indeed to see how that works out. Boats are also now 2-player vehicles, so you can have a ride with Pig here. Boat controls have changed completely to where they are now paddle on A and D only. Holding both keys paddles directly forwards, and holding only one will paddle to one side. Boats do seem a lot slower than they used to be, however. I am also happy to report that boats no longer shatter instantly on contact with pretty much anything. There are also some bug fixes in this version. The end used to have problems in the outer regions when you went to very high coordinates, so the end island stopped generating when you passed around the 500,000 blocks, and that is fixed. And the outer islands would have glitches when you came up towards 10 million blocks. There's also problems with multiplayer where you would get kicked out of servers and get spams to the console about Netty Apple server IO. One problem that I encountered myself in my recent item elevator video was the fact that items could drop on top of hoppers and just sit there instead of going into them. That has now also been fixed, as well as a bug relating to chunks being reset if they had tamed cats in them. There's also one more change that I want to mention if you are doing things with command block and you are excited about the new area effect clouds. This change actually went into the previous version, 15w40b, but went kind of unnoticed. The change is that pistons can now move the area effect clouds. This changes a lot and opens up some interesting possibilities, but it also prevents them from being used the way some people have started to use them as a complete replacement for marker armor stands. Remember that this is an experimental snapshot, and if you want to try it on a backup of your world or on a test world. This one seems less stable than most, and I am having a fair bit of graphical issues with it, as well as crashes both in the menu and when in a game. If you do want to try it, head into your Minecraft launcher, create a new profile and select Enable Experimental Versions, Snapshots. Then save, select that profile in the profile selection dropbox, and start the game. You will be playing this version, which is 15w41b, or a later snapshot if one has been released. I hope you found this interesting. Thank you for watching. My name is slicedlime, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.